2022 World Series of Poker with me, Ryan Depaulo. So today's video 2, day 3. We're not playing poker today, we have a day off. Our main goal of the day is to win this prop bet against Rob and John to ollie over this thing here. We had leg cramps the other night from going too hard. I'll be back after ollieing this, or whatever the fuck, your mom. So 1, we gotta have the right song going. 2, it's 90 degrees. But 3, we ollied this. This is the same height and distance. It's just psychological getting over this fucking thing. So it turns out it gets pretty hot in Vegas. We now have $2,000 we win if we ollie that bucket thing by the end of the week. So we gotta do it. So we're trying to look into some of the hands we may have fucked up yesterday. It's called studying. We don't often do it, but sometimes we do. Especially when we have a day off that we weren't planning on. Alright, so far so bad in the study. Well, it seems we didn't play as well as we may have thought. What do you want me to fucking do?
What do you want me to do?
Be good at poker as a poker vlogger? I'm working on it, ma! Leave me alone! It's literally 100 degrees. And I have until Tuesday to ollie over that thing. I gotta go out there and just try a little. I have to. We're at the Pinball Hall of Fame. We're filming this Punter's Pet opening bit, but this is Justin's zone, and this is cool as fuck right now. Justin, don't make me cut you. I'm overwhelmed. This is sick. We have a friggin' WPT, and look at his wrist. His wrist starts there, goes there. Rest in peace, Mike Sexton. No disrespect. No fucking disrespect. Filming the bit with all the money. All the money. I had my hand on his knee for like 10 minutes before I realized. We were just driving like this, and I just... Fucks if you throw your phone in the pool and immediately get it out. Just throw your phone in the pool. 20 bucks to earn. Let's see. Just please work.
Doesn't work.
Oh my God!
It's still working.
I'm rich. So we're going to bed. Tomorrow's a housewarming, $500 big shit show zoo. We've already pre-regged to be there at time on 10 a.m. Good night.
Called a race with Queen 10, honey.
Today is our first shit show zoo WSOP proper class level psychotic event. $500 housewarming.
House coming.
First day 1 got a shitload of people, heaps of well people, but first we gotta get through there for it to even matter. It will be a fucking shit show zoo. How obese are these people on Twitter saying it's a 13-minute walk between the two areas? Get the fuck out of here. It's like the 4-minute walk, like 6 steps. So I could tier table from here, and I'm gonna say that on skill 1 to 10, we'll think of a better rating later. Let me guess, of 4. See if I'm right yet again. It's all men, so I'm gonna say 6.2 abandoned kids total for this table. Okay, so here we are. $500 kickoff event titled The Big House 50 Warm Home House Warm Cum. We started with 50K chips, and for the first hour, I don't think I put a chip in post-flop. We took a few flops, we just folded or whatever. So we have 43K at the first break of the day, which is still 71 big blinds. We're fine. Really not eventful. We gotta make phone calls, do shit, eat Slim Jims, and fade everyone and follow the lessons that Tom laid out for us too. Not think about hand histories, just be relaxed on fucking break. We didn't even pee on break. We just spent our whole time meandering, making phone calls. But this is so sick of a degen. Like, even if this were only the tournament, a 1 day, 1.2 mil. This is 1 of 4 days. This is the sickest degen fest ever. We then play a multi-way pot with King 10 off, where we raised under the gun to 1,500. And under the gun +1 clicked it to 3K, but I think he might have been mistaken. I don't know, dude. Anyway, we end up taking a stab at the turn, and we're now down to 36K, an hour and a half in. And I think when I was newer, I would have started to absolutely Joey mental level collapse. Just mush brain to the max. Blinds at 400, 800 with 800 big blind ante. Under the gun raises to 1600, and we are in the low jack, which, by the way, Ramsey, pause the video for a second. Can we rename the positions, guys? Like, every position besides button and the blinds, the names are stupid as fuck. Let's get this movement poppin'. Comment below. Let me know what you want to rename the hijack, low jack, under the gun. Let's do some cool shit like Tiger Blood or Cunt Mother or Shark Death. So anyway, we're in the Cunt Blaster, and we look down at King Queen off. We call the 1600. The big blind calls as well. We're 3 ways to a flop of Queen, Jack, 4, Rainbow with 1 club. Big blind and under the gun check to me. We bet 2K. Big blind folds, and under the gun raises to 5,500. We call. The turn is a 10 of clubs, bringing a backdoor flush draw. Now obviously ace king gets there, blah 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 blah. However, we both check. The river comes a jack of clubs, so now the backdoor flushes come in and the board is paired. He bet 12.5K, and he's above 48 years old, so we just fold easily. We end up making some chips back with pocket nines, jamming blind versus blind, but we're left with 33k at this point, which is now 41 big blinds entering the next hand. At 400, 800 with an 800 big blind ante, we're under the gun +1. We look down at ace 3 of spades, so we can raise that motherfucker up to 1600. The button and the big blind both call. We're 3 ways to a flop. The flop comes jack 10 deuce with 2 spades. We flop the nut flush draw, and whenever I do, I literally feel my pupils dilate. Like, not quite flopping a set levels, but for sure people could see into my brain. It'd be like endorphins flooding, my degen tingles going. We know every time we flop the nut flush draw, we're about to over rationalize doing some fucking punt play, or we get to gamble. But anyway, big blind checks and we check as well to the button. Now solver says we could bet our hand. Some people say we could bet our hand, but you know, I didn't ask the solver or some other people. We're allowed to mix in all seriousness. So check and the button bets 2200. The big blind folds, and you know we didn't check just to call, my friend. We raised to 6k. It's a little small. The button calls. Could check raise a little bit or whatever. The turn comes 5 of diamonds, so it's a 2-tone board, and we now have a straight draw to go with our flush draw. And I'm thinking in game, and I think in general here, it's safe to assume that also we have 8 aces as an out. So we got a hell of a lot of outs. We have maybe 27k in our stack, but we decided to bet 9,000, about 65% pot, and the button goes all in, right? We think for a little bit. We really shouldn't have thought for very long because we absolutely have to call the odds we're getting. We end up calling. He has jack 7 of hearts, and before I can even pray to the poker gods, there's a spade out there, and we double up to 73k. Let's fucking go. At 600, 1200 with a 1200 big blind ante, folds to us in the small blind. Big blind has around 45k to start the hand. We got ace queen offsuit. We raise 3x to 3600, and the big blind tanks and then call. Flop comes king 10 5 rainbow. June, gay pride month, rainbow. Let's fucking go. A gay pride, not even being sarcastic right now. They got the best music. We bet 2,500, and this shithead now raises to 6k. We decide to call because he is, after all, a shithead. But besides that, we're blind versus blind. And even though I raised pre-flop, ranges are wide as fuck, blah, blah, blah. You know, go watch Rampage if you want more bad hand analysis. But we're calling. And even against good opponents, we probably still call. I don't know. So we call. The turn comes 2 of whatever. So king 10 5 2. We check again. He bets 6,200. And we're like, bro, you're just giving us odds. We call. And then we river a jack. I'm thinking he has some like big value hand that he's raising and then betting again. I'm assuming he has 2 pair. I think if I check that he's definitely going to continue to bet. We check and then he just like snap checks back. He has 10-8 and then he whines about it and we win. It's like, bro, what are you doing with middle pair? Shithead read on point. It's not nice. Probably he's a nice enough guy, but fuck him. Very next hand, we have ace jack off on the button. We raise to 2,500 and the same small blind shithead. Again, fine enough guy. I'm just calling him a shithead. Jams is 26k. We snap call. He has pocket 10s. It's a fair fight, but it wasn't really a fair fight because he never had a chance to win the flip. We have 100k on break, double starting stack. It's a long fucking day, so I don't mean to seem like a misreg when I give updates and eye roll after I give you these updates. It's just like, for your own fucking psyche, you gotta be like, could change it any minute, bro. So this is the smoking area outside the back of the Bally's. This is where people do the drugs and such. Very nice, very nice. Even with a half-hour color break, everyone's scrambling for survival. People are homeless, desolate, eating pizzas on the floor, eating this on the floor, doing their drugs on the floor. There's these guys, like popular guys, no one's even talking to. There's desolate, look at him, desperate salad eating on the floor. Horror show. We're all here with a dream that only 3 of us will achieve. We come back from break, things start to go a little different, right? We lose some chips when we call off like a 12 big blind middle position jam. We have ace jack suited in the big blind. We're always gonna call. He has ace queen, so we're down to like around 70k that way. Then there's a hand where we have ace 9 of clubs, an old man, 3x is an early position to 6k. I think we can just fold this pre-flop, but we decide to call. Flop comes 9 high. We pay a big flop bet of 12k. He ended up having kings, and this was just another bad hand that we could have folded twice, both on pre-flop and the flop. Like against an old guy 3xing an early position, I don't need to play these hands at live poker. It's stupid. So now we're back at around starting stack and nearing the end of re-entry, and for no reason were getting a little itchy. But for some reason, I'm thinking in my sick head, I need to get it in so I can re-enter. Some part of my brain is broken. I'll let this live footage tell you what the fuck happened that I recorded in break. Dude, it's kind of actually scary how that was such a self-fulfilling degen prophecy that we managed to bust the last hand before the end of re-entry. We started with 53K at a 2500 big blind. We opened queen 6 of spades in like middle position. The big blind defend. Flop comes 10, deuce, deuce, 1 spade. He checks, we bet 3K, he calls. Turn is the ace of spades. He checks, we bet 11K, he calls. And then the river is a 10. 10, deuce, deuce, ace, 10, but this time it's the 10 of spades. So we river the flush, but you know, he has a lot of boats now. He donk jams and somehow we fucking level ourselves into calling because we're assholes. And he had a deuce, he had ace deuce. So we've re-entered this fun degen shitfest that is amazing. So yeah, we're idiots. I don't know how we have more than starting stack and then try to get in it, but we knew we could re-enter. It's a disease, it's a sick disease. This is the sickest break technique I've ever seen to like chill out, do some physical activity, unless he's just not playing the tournament and he's just high on drugs. Our mental game is hard right now. We're not in misreg mode. We're definitely not in a good mental space. If there's like misery level, degenerate punt level, whatever, like a couple of stats, the degenerate punt level is maybe high. The misery level is not high. I'm having fun. We gotta balance it out. What I do know is that we max late regging this, and it'll probably, you know, win us a bracelet somehow. So we probably should have peed, but I think we only gotta play another 2 levels maybe. We may need a diaper. So once we re-enter, 50K starting stack, 4K big blind, blah, blah, blah. Basically, we kind of punted. Under the gun opens, and then we're +1, and we have Jack 10 of diamonds. And we go all in, and this is not really a jam. I don't know why I thought it was. I mean, it's not that ridiculous. I'm allowed to just actually call off of my stack. But anyway, we end up in a 3-way flip, and I'll show you the footage against ace, king, and queens. I would.
7, 8, 9. Wow, that'd be a good one.
I may do a little
Queen.
hang on, hold a diamond, just at least a diamond. All right, good game. Just he definitely has me covered, eh?
One more. Ocean.
That was me just like only worried about that. All right, yo. It was real while it lasted while before I punted. Bye guys. Maybe I'm gonna go play 08, which I don't know how to play also. So yeah. Thanks. Here's where we're at. We have lost 2 $500 binds today in the 2500 day one. We're down 3,500 total on the trip, but now we're in time to play a tournament we did have on the schedule. We're not deviating. We're playing the $1,500 08. We don't really know. It's Omaha, high, low, but it's not pot limit. It's limit. It's only a $1,500 bind, which I know sounds high, but for WSOP, it's a lot of other people who won't know what they're doing. I think that I'm not that fucked, and my backer said I'm allowed to 1 bullet it. It's a 3 p.m. start. It's like 6 o'clock now, so it's gonna go very late, but let's go. We've already regged. Good luck us. Let's go play some fucking 08 and have fun. So apparently we're highly fucked and gonna be out-edged severely in this game that we know very little of. Skill level of this table I estimate to be like 9 out of 10 because we're fucked and we don't know this game. And the number of abandoned kids is gonna be high because they're a little bit older, so maybe 7, the highest number of abandoned kids in the table we've seen so far. Skill level is going to be probably high too. We're fucked. Hopefully we figure this game out as we go. So far I've learned donk leading's acceptable. We don't really 3-bet. David Benjamin is the GOAT. He'll get you there with the 2, 4, whatever, but even though he's not on another plan in 15 years. And yeah, I think we're ready to go pro with this game. Right? I think that's accurate. Our UK buddy over there is helping us. She's angling us with fake information. You're helping.
No, I was giving you a very good information.
Now, 08. Ready for some high-level analysis? I have no clue. This is going to be unintelligible fucking gibberish. We had 8. I don't even know how to play 08, but I played this tournament. It was a lot of fun. We got to play with David Benjamin, and then we lightened up the table. We were guessing what countries people were from, and maybe I win. You got to watch the whole video to find out. So anyway, we had ace, deuce 6, and we lose versus David Benjamin, or we win. We sucked out on him. Dude, again, I'm not even going to do fucking hand histories for this. Dude, just do a montage of the fucking hands in 08. We end up losing. We might have played great. We might have played horrible. Who the fuck knows? But I want to get into mixed games because that shit was fun to just switch it up from being in Hold'em brain and thinking about just learning a new format of poker. It was fun, man. But I was definitely the whale at the table. Even in the write-up on pokernews.com, it said everyone thanked Ryan for playing as he had never played an 08 tournament before. It's like, yeah, no shit. That's good whale etiquette. You should thank the fucking guy donating to your table. But nah, it was a lot of fun. 08, might have torched it, might have got unlucky, literally no clue. 08 is fun. We said hi to D-Nix, thanked him for the fucking techniques. This is the amount of study I've done. Is literally earlier was
Oh, nice.
that like, but not even the full thing. Like
You couldn't even get through it?
Yeah, well, no,
Oh man, the second half's way too advanced.
I'm ready to go. Yeah, yeah.
Like 10 minutes you can handle.
Yeah, I'm good. They got us, or we got us in the 08. It was a complex game, but we got to play with David Benjamin, see Daniel Negrano, learn some skills, learn that we suck. We lost 2 bullets in the 500, 1 bullet in the 1500 08. We're now down 5K on the trip. This is all part of the plan. Who knows what tomorrow brings. Thank you guys for watching. Please subscribe, yo. Please like. We're working on these, trying to pump these shits out. This is so sick. That was so much fun, dude. Mixed games, I'm gonna become a mixed games addict instead of video poker addict. Yo, my tweets are like 11 minutes. So here, I have the social media team. They got this sick photo, and it's like, I think this is the new strat to the Brando and fucking and Susan team. We got this. Yo, this is sick. People are gonna love this.
Make the booty bounce on the dance floor.
Now, he doesn't deserve any applause. He called with King Jack.